What do you think? Who is the most dangerous predator on the continent of Africa? I'm sure many will say that it's a leopard or a lion. However, none of these answers is right. Moreover, according to the statistics, only 30% of lions' attacks are successful. The protagonist of this video, unlike its main competitors, has a hunting efficiency rate of 90%. It also isn't afraid of choosing a prey that is much larger than itself. That's what allows it to be the most dangerous predator on the continent. To your attention, the African wild dog. African savanna, the usual habitat of the wild dogs. These animals belong to the canine family and have blood relation with the wolves and jackals. The average height of the African wild dog might reach up to 80 centimeters, and the weight might reach up to 40 kilograms. These dimensions, of course, do not reach the size of the gray wolf, but the body of the animal looks lighter and tauter. These predators usually hunt and live together, forming large packs. While wandering through Africa, you probably won't see a lone wild dog. Generally, one clan of these wild dogs might consist of up to 30 individuals. Each such pack somewhat resembles a family, a male, a female, and their offspring. Only the strongest individuals have a right to reproduce, so the others either help getting food for the youngest of the pack or forced to leave the tribe and live on their own. That's what most of the females and the only small part of the males do. Therefore, the male individuals, having a greater numerical advantage, usually form the basis of the pack. Each such pack lives according to the laws of hierarchy, and there is usually no hostility between relatives. They fight very rarely among themselves and treat each other with the utmost friendliness. Confrontations for prey among them are also extremely rare. Moreover, the brother-for-brother principle works great for them. None of the members of the pack will remain hungry, even the wounded and sick. The wild dogs intentionally chew and spit out meat, thereby helping the weaker and infirm members of their clan. Luckily, the African wild dogs usually don't have any difficulties getting fresh meat. These predators generally hunt during the daylight hours, relying on their strengths, sharp eyesight, phenomenal hearing, and high speed. The diet of each such adult consists of 9 kilograms of fresh meat per day. However, sometimes this figure can go up to 12 kilograms, especially if the wild dog is too hungry or has lost a lot of energy while hunting. It's remarkable that these predatory dogs almost never eat carrion. They prefer getting the food on their own or taking it away from the other animals, for example leopards. Most of the time, large ungulates are the victims of the wild dogs, for example antelopes and zebras, that are in fact a rather easy target for our predators. The wild dogs are able to reach high speed in a short time, and they also feel great on long distances. These predators can pick up speed up to 55 km per hour and maintain this pace for quite a long time. The whole wild dog's hunting plan is based on this skill. At this rate, a prey gets tired soon and loses its chances to run away from such persistent chase. If the prey proves to be too endurant, the pack turns on the relay race principle. If one dog gets tired of running, another dog continues to chase the prey instead, and so on until the goal is reached. As soon as the prey loses its stamina and slows down, the wild dogs surround it with lightning speed, bite into its flesh, and tear it apart with their blade-sharp teeth. Such cruel and ruthless behavior takes place because of the fact that the jaws of these dogs have rather small teeth that are perfect for keeping a large prey in motion. However, the prey shouldn't expect a quick death, since our predator is incapable of hitting vital organs with a single bite. Despite this disadvantage, the wild dogs hunt large animals, including small buffaloes, without any problems. However, wild dogs will probably turn out to be too weak for some attacks. For example, large male buffaloes, which mass exceeds 1 ton and which can easily withstand even the assaults of lions. Even the large pack of predators is unlikely to force a large buffalo to give up. Still, newborn buffaloes or small buffaloes often become prey for the wild dogs. The hunt begins with predators intimidating an entire herd of buffalo, causing them to scatter in different directions. Thanks to this cunning tactic, the wild dogs are able to separate the weakest individual from the flock and successfully attack it. The main targets are usually young and inexperienced buffaloes. In such situations, the rest of the buffaloes, as a rule, are no longer able to help their relative. After all, the speed and endurance of predators is incommensurably higher. The numerical advantage plays an important role in such encounter as well. The wildebeest is another large animal that often becomes the wild dog's prey. Individuals of this antelope species can weigh up to 280 kilograms. But even an animal of this size becomes the target for the hungry wild dog's attack. The predators smartly use their advantages, just as they did when hunting on buffaloes. All what's left for the wildebeest is to try and run away. Still, the smallest and weakest individual will sooner or later tire in such a long chase. After that, it will be instantly immobilized and mercilessly torn into small pieces. In addition, wild dogs often prey on warthogs. Although, at first glance, it seems that the thick skin and large mass of these animals provides extremely high chances for survival. But sometimes, large herbivores do manage to protect their flock from attacks by the wild dogs, especially when they are ready to show their bravery and fearlessness. In such situations, predators will be forced to get back and seek for an easier prey. There are also relatively small animals that even the African wild dogs prefer to avoid. Among them, the baboons hold a place of honor. Just like our predators, they live in packs, behave as aggressively as possible, and have a powerful bite. Therefore, wild dogs do not even risk trying to attack them. Another representative of the African fauna, which our heroes are in no hurry to attack, is the honey badger. This representative of the weasel family tries not to fight the wild dogs themselves. Predators are also extremely wary of him. After all, killing a honey badger is a rather difficult task, and you can get quite a bit of meat from it. The main rivals of the wild dogs are lions and spotted hyenas. The kings of beasts often take away legitimate prey from African dogs. Moreover, wild dogs, when they meet a lion, turn into prey and therefore risk losing their lives. In such situations, lions do not kill for food, but to get rid of unwanted competitors. In such a situation, the only thing that's left for the wild dogs is to pretend to be dead in order to save their life. The revenge of the African wild dogs is only possible if a small and lonely lion gets in their way. But still, the large cats can fall into the dog's jaws if they are incredibly weak or diseased. The next competitor of the wild dogs is spotted hyenas. These animals lead a similar lifestyle, forming numerous packs. However, the main advantages of the hyena are its body weight, which can reach up to 100 kilograms in adults, and its strength, which greatly exceeds that of any wild dog. Despite these facts, the encounters between hyenas and wild dogs rarely end with death any of the parties. Usually, a small pack of hyenas simply follows behind a pack of wild dogs in order to take some of their prey from them or feast on the remains. Although, sometimes an African wild dog might become a prey if it loses its guard and stays behind its pack. The confrontation between those animals may lead to different outcome depending on the number of individuals on both sides, but still, hyenas have a significant advantage. But even the lone spotted hyena has difficulties confronting a pack of merciless wild dogs, especially when they protect their prey. If there are at least 2 or more hyenas, then they are likely to become winners in the fight for a delicious trophy. The wild dogs will do their best to keep their prey to themselves. However, hyenas have the cunning strategy just for this situation. The tactic is as simple as possible. While one hyena is busy distracting wild dogs, the other hyena at the same time tries to take the biggest meat bite possible of someone else's prey. Now let me tell you a fascinating story of an African wild dog named Solo. Solo joined a pack consisting only of 2 males. Sometime after that, the males left and never returned. They just disappeared, leaving Solo alone in the middle of the African savanna. After that, Solo had to hunt alone for more than 5 months, avoiding any contact with other predators. Sadly, she was never able to find another pack that she could join. However, soon, a really unusual situation happened. Solo still managed to form his own pack, not with other wild dogs, but with young spotted hyenas, which contradicts all the laws of the animal world. Still, one young female didn't stop on that, and surprised everyone even more when she attracted several black-baked jackals to her pack. Such a unique pack was being observed by the scientists for some months. In general, it functioned like any other full-fledged pack, with all clan members trying to hunt collectively and protect each other from attack by other predators. However, this unusual command soon went out of sight, so their fate still remains a mystery. If you like this video, then press the like button and express your emotions in the comments section below. See you soon!